Hi guys, welcome back. This wasn't planned, but I've had this huge pile of stuff just sitting around waiting to do this video, so I thought, hey, I've got nothing to do, I'm going to get over and done with. But first, I just need to show you this. You can't really see, but I got one! For those of you that don't know, it was a limited edition charity t-shirt by Troyan Bellisario and Keegan Allen. Who plays Spencer and Toby, Spoby, in Pretty Little Liars, and, well, I just wanted one, and I thought they were sold out, and then my boyfriend appeared with one, so, winning! But anyway, without hanging around any longer, I wanted to show you the things I've been using, and things that I've emptied, used up, products, small reviews maybe. There is a rather large box. So without further ado, I'm going to get on with it. First things first, it's a drink, so it's nothing to do with beauty at all, but it is the Peach and Apricot Spritz J2O Sparkling Juice Drink. This tastes amazing. I don't know if this is limited edition just for the summer, but if you can get your hands on one, definitely try it. It's refreshing, but it's not too sweet, which I think is really nice. Next thing is this Blow Pro Volume Blow Up Daily Volumizing Conditioner. I got this when it was on offer in Superdrug. I think it was like 50p. And it's supposed to nourish and protect your hair. It adds weightlessness, body and volume, which I can kind of agree with. It was alright. I think this is actually quite expensive when it's not on offer. So given that, I probably wouldn't buy this again. Something else that's taken me a really long time to use up is this Boots Natural Collection Vanilla Body Spray. There's even still a little bit in there, but I just can't bring myself to use it. I've had enough of it. I'm done. But if you really like that vanilla smell, this is a really great, strong scent. The other one is the Body Shop. I don't know if you can still get hold of the Vanilla Brulee Christmas collection, but that's got a very similar smell. I've been burning a lot of candles recently. I think there's only one in here, but this one is amazing. I think this is going to be in my favourites video because it smells so strongly. I can smell it all over the house if I leave the doors open. But what I actually wanted to talk to you about was this Bubblegum Jelly Belly candle. It was alright. In the packet they smell really, really strong. When you light them, when you burn them, you don't get a lot from it. Pretty standard, I go through quite a lot of these. This is the Garnier Mineral Invisicalm After Shaving 48 Hour Non-Stop Anti-White Marks Mineralised Naturally Absorbent Deodorant. I like any of these Garnier range really. Preferably I go with the ones that have got anti-white marks because I do wear quite a lot of white tops. That's a lot harder than it sounds. But I find this is the only thing that works for me, so I don't go on with the roll-ons. This is what I like. Clearly I was going through a drinking phase. This is the other J2O Spritz. This is apple and watermelon. For those of you that are of alcohol drinking age, this tastes exactly like watermelon Bacardi Breezer. A lot of people don't like it. I personally love it. It tastes very different to the peach and apricot one. Also very refreshing. I find this one's a lot more fizzy. So that made my box go down quite a lot. Next I've got this Ted Baker body wash. This was part of a Christmas collection last year or maybe the year before, I think. The packaging's really pretty. It's got that generic kind of Christmas gift set smell to it. Don't get me wrong, I love Ted Baker, but this was not one of my favourites. It lathers up really nicely. Something else I found to be a bit more successful was this Marks & Spencer's Formula Skincare Night Cream. It's supposed to protect against the first signs of ageing. I really, really like this. I have repurchased this. It lasted ages. It was a night cream, so I only used it in the evening. I have got the day one, but I haven't used it as much, because you'll see why in a minute. But I did find I've got quite a wrinkly forehead. I think I do this a lot. Everything surprises me. But it did help reduce those quite a lot. I have a few smile lines around my mouth. It helped reduce those. So as a budget-friendly option, I think this is a really great purchase. It's not tested on animals, which is always a plus. The reason I haven't used up the day version of that Formula skincare is I've been loving and using a lot of this Body Shop Vitamin E Moisture Cream. My skin really agrees with this. If I'm having a lot of breakouts, this really helps reduce the scarring or the longevity of the scarring, and it's quite water-based, so you only need a small amount and it goes a really long way. I have talked about previously my Clarins Radiance Glow Booster. That's what I was mixing it with. Very, very hydrating. Definitely recommend. I have repurchased this. A cult product for a lot of people just generally with hair or that are lazy, I am both of those, is Batiste Dry Shampoo. I don't like many of the scents, but I really do love this coconut and exotic tropical smell. I find it's really good for volume, even if you have got clean hair. I don't know what's going on with the light. If you have got clean hair and you want to give it a bit more oomph, I have got freshly washed hair, but as you can see it's very flat. If I wanted to make it a bit bigger, I would spray some of this in the roots and just zhuzh it up a little bit. But this is great, and this is the smaller can, so this is great for travelling with. More deodorant. Another kind of deodorant that I was using up was in Marks & Spencer's floral collection, Magnolia. This was alright, it did the job. That's all there is to say, really. I've also used up this Body Shop Chamomile Gentle Eye Makeup Remover for all skin types. This was okay. It was gentle. I found it to be a little too gentle. I wear quite a lot of waterproof eyeliner and mascara because I do get quite watery eyes in the summer because of hay fever. So for me, it wasn't amazing, but for just general, like say winter use, I'm sure this would be great. I did find though that you kind of got like those stringy bits. Personally for me, I didn't really like the smell. It is chamomile. I think I just generally don't like chamomile because I've also bought chamomile tea and I thought it tasted like air freshener. So I just don't think this is for me. Next I've got this Superdrug own hairspray Extra Firm Hold. You get good hairsprays and you get better hairsprays. This was good, but it makes it kind of crunchy. If I said the Elnet adverts, you know, that you can spray it on and brush it out and it's like it was never there, this, you know it's been there. But it does definitely hold, and it's very, very cheap in comparison to, say, the L'Oreal or the Tresemme or the Elnet. I think this was about 60p for a 300ml tin, so you definitely get your money's worth. For the first time ever, I used up a whole bottle of foundation. This is the Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid. I think this was in my first video. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. No, don't, it was terrible. This is the shade number 4, Light Porcelain. It's all rubbed off. But 30ml, kind of standard really. Nice and cheap. I like the coverage that it gives you. It's maybe medium. I wouldn't have said it was that buildable, but it's definitely great. It's a great everyday foundation. It blends really nicely, and you can have powder over the top and it's not going to look really, really cakey. This was part of the Body Shop Christmas collection, the glazed apple scent. This was bath jelly. I mostly bought this because I like the texture. You know, they have all the samples in the shop. I went along and, you know, you put your finger and everything. I like that I could put my finger in this and I still left like a fingerprint behind. And the smell is also amazing. It's not the generic Christmas kind of apple cinnamony kind of smell. It's a lot more fresh and a lot sweeter. Oh, I can smell it. But you scoop a little bit of this out and hold it under the running water and it kind of melts, makes bubbles. It's kind of oily, so it gives you a really moisturised skin. It makes your skin moisturised. I don't actually have the whole packaging for this. I managed to salvage the lid. Mum put the rest of it in the bin. So this is the Dove Rich Moisturising Cream. I was using this on my legs after shaving because I find that I get really, really dry legs. Obviously it takes the top layer of skin off and it can be quite dry. This was quite thick, quite creamy. It was almost like a Body Shop body butter, but a lot thinner. So it was a lot more workable. It wasn't so hard to blend out. In one of my Birch boxes earlier in the year, I got this Genera Art of Cyan Argan Oil Shower Scrub. It's paraben and sulfate free, which is always great. This was only a 50ml sample and it lasted me ages. It was about five baths and I'd done my whole body, which I think is great. It lathers up really nicely. The grains are quite small, so it's not very abrasive. And it's got that really Mediterranean kind of East Asian smell to it. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's quite warm. Not sweet. Definitely not sweet. Another deodorant. This was also a sample in a Birchbox. This was the Rituals Guai Gong Organic White Lotus and Yi Yi Ren deodorant. 24-hour antiperspirant spray. I found this was good for freshening up, but it didn't really do a lot in the way of preventing me perspiring. This I used up today, which is what prompted me to do this video. It is the Body Shop Passion Fruit Shower Gel. This smell is amazing. I've bought it in the shower gel, the body butter, the other thing. I think this is only a sale product, which I think is really strange. It's only ever available when they have a sale on, so definitely keep an eye out for this. If it's not on between now and Christmas, hold out, because it is totally worth it. I think I paid £2 for this because it's in their sale, and most of the shower gels this size are about £4, but it will always be £2. This has got to be my ultimate skincare product that I've come across recently. It is the Lizelle Hot Cloth Cleanse and Polish. This is a cult favourite, and I know why. For a long time I didn't buy this because I thought, wow, it's just I was always using wipes or makeup remover and pads. This is so much quicker, and I think a bottle this size, this is 100ml, is only about £13 or £14, and it does last a really long time. It says on the website they recommend it lasts about a month. For me it lasted 3 months, and I was using it morning and evening. I was only using 1 pump, but that was enough. And I love that you can use this on your eyes, on your eye makeup. You literally just put it on, rub it. You kind of look a bit like a vampire because you get big black panda eyes, and any kind of lipstick ends up here. And then you just rinse it off with the hot muslin cloth that comes with it, which is a plus. It's really exfoliating, so the cloth helps to take away the dead skin. You can follow this up with the masks, the exfoliator. I've got the tonic and moisturiser, which is a great, it smells so luxurious. It smells like you would expect a spa to smell. I did break the lid, but I haven't repurchased this scent exactly. I have repurchased the set of 3 anniversary tin, which are all limited edition scents, but I will, once those are used up, I will buy this again. Nearly there. I've got 2 perfumes. The first one is Christina Aguilera. I'm not sure what else I can tell you. Eau de Parfum. Other than that, it's just the one with the lace on. I don't know exactly what it's called. It's kind of sweet. It's that, I would say it's kind of that transition-y phase between teenage girl and woman. Not that I'm one of those either. But I remember the advert being really raunchy and thinking, oh, it's a bit much. But actually it's quite pleasant. It's not overpowering. So if you are kind of mid to late teens, I think this is a really great scent just for everyday wear. The next one I have repurchased, and I'll tell you a story about that because it was a bargain, is the Nina Ricci, original Nina Ricci. But this for me is a very, I'd say almost quite a heavy fruit scent with a hint of flowers. I'm not sure exactly how it's described on the website, but it's very long lasting, so you can spray this maybe twice throughout the day, and that's all you need to do. I'd say this has definitely been my signature scent for the last couple of years until it ran out. And now I think it's probably the DKNY, the green apple that I had in my last video. Finally, I've got 2 mascaras. They are both from Maybelline. One is Maybelline Great Lash and one is Maybelline Colossal Volume Express Waterproof. I'd seen this for a very, very long time in Superdrug, in Boots, and thought, well, the packaging looks a bit naff, doesn't it, in comparison to all the exciting ones like this. But actually, even the brush doesn't look very impressive. I gave in. I did buy it when it was on offer once, and it's just this tiny little bristle brush, and you think it's not going to do a lot, but it's actually one of the best mascaras I've ever tried. I have bought this 3 or 4 times, so this is something I will always go back to. This is in the shade Blackest Black, and I do prefer this to Very Black and the waterproof one. But it's really lengthening, I found. It's great to do one coat, let it dry, and then go over it again if you want that extra volume. But this seems to be just a great all-round, very affordable mascara. I think this is about £4 or £5. So keep this up. I will always buy this. This was actually my favourite mascara before I found the Great Lash. This is definitely more volumizing than lengthening. If you want length, I was actually pairing the two together. I was putting on a coat of this and then going over the top with this, and I was getting massive false lash effect lashes. So if you instead of having one multi-purpose mascara, and you do like having multiples of most things, then these are your two. These are great, and they are both from Maybelline, and I would say Maybelline are some of the best mascaras that I've ever tried. And that is everything. I mean, that was a lot of stuff. I didn't realise I'd used up that much. I probably won't be doing another video like this for a while, because obviously these have all taken me a really long time to use up. I probably won't be doing another one of these for quite a while, because it did take me a long time to go through all of these things. But personally, I really love watching other people's Empties videos. I feel like because they've used the whole product up, you do get a really thorough and honest review. I hopefully will be getting up a Feel Unique sale haul, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!